त्वया हृदयाब्जकोशम् अन्यैः चिरादपि यथा रुचि गृह्यमाणः यः प्रस्फुरति अविरतं परिपूर्णरूपः श्रेयः स मे दिशतु शाश्वतिकं मुकुन्दः। While chanting some chosen verses today, you might have minded one important word, that is Atmaupamya. Just now we uttered that word. Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadiva dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. He is the real yogi, yoga practitioner, one who developed that concept of Atmaupamya. Upama means comparison. Atma means one's own personality. So, he compares himself with others and others also with him. Every man has to undergo ups and downs in his life journey. It is very natural. But when we are in distress, we take it very seriously. When we get some success, we will be overwhelmed with success, overwhelmed with joy of success. That very overwhelmed condition is not eco-friendly to your nature. Overjoy, over sorrow, distress, all these are very dangerous. Just to maintain equilibrium, we must have this Atmaupamya. While fulfilling my own wants and wishes, I must take care of others' wants, others' requirements, others' needs also. This very philosophy, Atmaupamya based Indian polity, structure the whole history of Indian polity. Indian polity doesn't recommend greed-based economic policy. It never approves. All these details we can study in Mahatma Gandhi's literature. What is that Indian concept of politics, Indian concept of economy, Indian concept of human rights, Indian concept of people's power, democracy? Because these are very practical aspects of our life. But every practical aspect, it is guided by highest spiritually based philosophy. We never segregate. Politics is different, spirituality is different, science is different, technology is different. This type of deceptive thinking itself is very much detrimental for all-round development. While checking the significance added to these days, covering this whole week, I just came to know that yesterday it was Dandi Yatra day. Dandi Yatra, immediately that very word takes us to that previous half of the previous century. When the whole Sikh, Indian common Sikh, it was spiritualized by Mahatma Gandhi's personality. So it was concept of Ramarajya, which he used to project every time, and his concept of unto the last, Antyodaya. All these were very practical philosophy. These philosophies were the real guiding principles for structuring our independent India. He was very much aware of, they will come, Britishers will go away, leave this country. But who are there to lead this country? Because this whole country, it was under the clutches of foreign invaders for centuries together. Its impact was very bad psychologically, because when someone is always under someone's rule and accepts someone dictating him every time, develops a peculiar type of psyche, slavish psyche. His psyche will be dominated by that slavish mentality. Always he never applies his independent free mind. Always he will be expecting someone to dictate some terms and rules and regulations. This type of slavish mentality, it was haunting common psyche of India, Indian people. Mahatma Gandhi was very aware of, so that he organized many Shobhayatras where he used to give all these thoughts, economic thoughts, political thoughts, sociological thoughts, civic senses, agriculture, concept of agriculture, concept of home industry. All these thoughts he used to give. All these thoughts were purely based on Indian thinking. In the same time, he took so many wonderful thoughts from foreign origin also. For example, he was very much influenced by John Ruskin, who wrote Unto the Last. Unto the Last. When he was just traveling somewhere in Africa, he got that copy. Unto the Last, written by a great scholar, English scholar, John Ruskin. That book, Unto the Last, it gives very good guidance for need-based economy, not greed-based economy. We want the need-based. Mahatma Gandhi used to say, everyone's need can be fulfilled, met, addressed, but even a single man's greed cannot be addressed, cannot be accomplished, cannot be fulfilled. He was very much aware of. He used to give. But when we see and examine this whole gamut of post-independent Indian scenario, it is very bad, because our people are too much greed-oriented. Greed-oriented. That is why everywhere it is cacophonic. Someone wants to become rich at the cost of making many people poor. This type of economy, it leads to chaos. There will be hatred, there will be misunderstanding, and there will be group clashes. Our economy, it is now greed-based. That is what Mahatma Gandhi vehemently condemned. It must be need-based. When someone goes for fulfilling his needs, he must have this concept of Atma-upamya. Mahatma Gandhi's whole psyche was very much influenced by Bhagavad Gita. Mahatma Gandhi, Vinoba Bhave, and all these people who were great stars of post-independence era in India, they were very much influenced by Bhagavad Gita-based economic thoughts, political thoughts. What is that economic thought Bhagavad Gita-based? It is need-oriented, not greed-oriented. So Bhagavan warns, Dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshna. Your kama, your wishes, all are very good, but it must be spiritually based. Artha and kama, these two are kept in between dharma and moksha. That is the order normally followed while enlisting those four purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So spiritually based, liberation-oriented, spiritually based, liberation-oriented economic thoughts, political thoughts, educational philosophy, labor philosophy, agricultural philosophy, every policy it is structured. Purushartha-based philosophy. So all these thoughts, they go for integration, so that one, while fulfilling his wants, never harms others' interests. That is how there will be very symphonic condition, very harmonious, congenious atmosphere. There will be no clashes, no haves and have-nots. There is all those type of segments and separate compartments, apartment, departments. There will be no such things. So Bhagavad Gita goes for this thought. By checking many other significances attached to various days of this particular week, and one more thing has drawn my attention, that tomorrow it is World Consumer Day. So we are there to consume. When someone is totally greed-oriented, psychologically greed-based, he cannot be satisfied. He cannot go for yoga. And even bhoga also he cannot have, because every time unquenched desires haunt is the psychological fabric. Discontented fellow. Whatever he gets, whatever benefits he enjoys, he will not be happy. Always discontented fellow. How can he enjoy life? He is again a rogi. So that his bhoga also it is not duly taken care of. Because yoga based bhoga, no problem. Artha kama, dharma based, moksha oriented. Wonderful. So this concept, this type of action plan, Purushartha based action plan, makes our life journey tension free. Number one, makes our life eco-friendly. Number three, makes our life socially beneficial. Makes us individuals also individually vibrant, socially constructive, emotionally pure and sublimated. These are all wonderful formulas for our life journey. So now we are living in very bad condition because American psych, it is haunting the whole world scenario. But gradually America also changing. When that World Trade Center was hit, the whole American psyche was hit. American mind started minding the whole life out of box. Whatever we conceived those thoughts for our life, it is something wrong. That is what they started to think. Because until that, they were just thinking about their priorities. What is their priority? Use and throw, use and throw. That was their life philosophy. Use and throw. Most inhuman, most greed-oriented. In India, we have the history of many demonic personalities like Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. We call them demons. They are not civilized people. Such society we don't call civilized society. But that type of asuric, satanic tendency dominated the whole world scenario. The main center it was USA, America. Because American society accepted it. Use and throw, use and throw. Okay. That type of easygoing thinking. When they came to know that religion got its own role to play, so that man has to think beyond all this, use and throw. My own priorities, priority number 1, priority number 2, priority number 3, they were enlisting priorities, which was totally dominated by consumeristic American considerations. The same thing influenced every so-called educated people. Indian psychology is like that now. We have to go beyond this. We have to break this back. Out of box. These words are used normally in so-called personality development programs and management programs. But what is that out of box? Because we just jump from one box to another box. That we call it out of box. No. First of all, we have to break the psychological barrier. It is possible only by yoga. Bhagavad Gita based Yoga Shastra gives proper guidance. So, while minding these 2 days, Dandi Yatra started by Mahatma Gandhi, which inspired that type of post-independence Indian society. And now, again, tomorrow, which we are going to celebrate this World Consumer Day, we must have this Indian concept. Bhagavad Gita based political thoughts, economical thought, social thought, agricultural policy, industrial policy. Now we are in that type of juncture. Indian thoughts are very much recorded. Many people were confused. Oh, India means only great philosophy, which is beyond our reach. No. Philosophy is just like our roots of that big banyan tree. We go for roots, Indian roots, but fruits are ever modern. They never cease to grow. Every time it is Vasantodaya. The same tree, but every time the tree is different. In every Vasanta spring season, we see that novelty in every inch, every segment, every part of that big banyan tree. Flowers are new, tender leaves are new, fruits are, everything is new. But roots are firmly rooted. That very root extract that much essence from that soil, Mata, Prakriti Mata, and gives that strength for novelty. That is how we have to think afresh. Om Tat Sat.